Brought to you by Rise of the Tomb Raider 20-year celebration, now available on PS4.
So far this year, we've been treated to the heroic stylings of female protagonists like Zoe Castillo, Jewel Adams, Faith Connors, and Lara Croft. Since we're sponsored by Tomb Raider this week, I figured we'd take a look at the female protagonists who are heading your way over the rest of the year. Our high-flying blonde amnesiac Kat is returning in early December of this year for Gravity Rush 2. In the first Gravity Rush, Kat would routinely zip around her new home of Hexaville, helping those in need and happily filling the role of superhero. Of course, that's easy when you're able to manipulate gravity in any direction and at any speed. In Gravity Rush 2, we're expecting Kat to return with new powers, while the environment and its inhabitants are slated to be far more lively, giving our favorite Gravity Queen plenty of places to traverse and plenty of people to help out. We may not know her name yet, but we do know that the horse-riding Bedouin warrior from Battlefield 1's trailer will be playable in the single player when the game goes live on October 21. The Mystery Woman is a rebel who serves as the right hand of Lawrence of Arabia. You'll step into her shoes for the war story called Nothing Is Written, where you'll need to venture through the deserts of the Middle East and secure weapons and supplies from the oppressive Ottoman Empire. You'll need to take on the technologically superior enemy and their fierce artillery using your rifle and the advantages to be gained from attacking on horseback. You'll likely be shooting up the place in Battlefield 1, but if you feel like changing gears to a slightly less combat-focused kick-ass female lead, Kate Walker is coming back for SYBERIA 3. While SYBERIA is one of my favorite adventure games, this little French series from the early 2000s may not be on everybody's radar. It's a beautiful story about a lawyer who abandons her old life and finds herself trekking across the frozen wastes of Russia with an automaton companion to fulfill a dying man's final wish. Although it's migrating to real-time 3D graphics, SYBERIA is one of the few point-and-click games still around. So to see it and the fearless Kate Walker resurface after 12 years is really exciting. Now, I'm sure Dishonored fans will agree that there's nothing wrong with Corvo, but having played some pre-release Dishonored 2, I can tell you that Emily KALDWIN is some next-level awesome. Not only is Emily all grown up and totally playable in Dishonored 2, she also has a whole bunch of powers that are completely independent from her dad's, and good lord, they are fun. Emily now serves as Empress of the Isles, but when she's suddenly dethroned by an otherworldly usurper, it's up to her, or Corvo, to travel to Karnaca and sort it out. The Outsider has imbued Emily with a host of supernatural powers, including the Domino ability, which chains enemies together so they all meet the same fate, the Grapple-like Far Reach, which can be used for traversal and combat, and Shadow Walk, which transforms her into a dark, smoke-like state. She's also formidable with her gadgets, so whether you choose to take on your foes lethally or non-lethally, I'm betting the Empress will get the job done. She might be the littlest lady on this list, but 13-year-old Clementine may also be the fiercest and most battle-hardened. We first met Clementine when we were playing as Lee in Telltale's original Walking Dead game. After losing her parents, the little one hid out in her treehouse with a radio. As things tend to go in the zombie apocalypse, events went from bad to worse. But through all the heartache and loss, we watched Clementine grow from a terrified kid in a horrible situation to a strong, intelligent, resourceful, and commanding young woman. Or you picked all the choices that made her an asshole. It's Telltale, so your choice. At the end of this year, we'll be reintroduced to Clementine sometime after the nasty series of events of Season 2 that saw her fighting for survival and desperately trying to save her friends. Clem's been through a hell of a lot, and we've gone from caring for her to knowing she's tough enough to handle the zombie apocalypse on her own. Let me know who your favorite female protagonists have been from this year and beyond, and I will catch you again soon.